title says it's clear. Who has the fastest charging ever on a smartphone? And I'm talking about two devices that can do this under 35 minutes. Now, the first device is the Oppo Reno Ace. We saw how it totally trashed every other smartphone we tested it against at a ridiculous 32 minutes. This device I'm using here is the Gundam Edition 40th anniversary. Looks really nice. If you're going to pick up the Reno Ace, you definitely want to pick up this. Also comes with a special case. I love the etching in there. It's a lovely looking phone. Now, it comes with a 4,000 milliamp battery, 65 watt charging, Super VOOC charging 2.0, which should give us the speeds. And in terms of specs, 855 plus processor, 90 hertz display in terms of refresh rates, and that doesn't dip when your brightness goes down. Now, looking at the Realme X2 Pro, now you look at it, you go, it looks kind of similar. Yeah, design-wise, it's the same. Well, both our devices or companies are owned by Oppo, or at least Oppo is the parent company here. And that's why the design signature is the same. You know, they have similar signature, the headphone jacks at the bottom, USB Type-C. This device, though, the Realme here, has a 4,000 milliamp battery, does have a 50 watt charger, although it's powered by the Snapdragon 855 Plus, and just like I mentioned, both devices have 90 hertz displays, resolution 2400 by 1080p, and of course will not dip when it drops down in brightness. So without wasting any more time, let's start charging. Okay, getting our test on the road. Oppo Reno Ace is on the left, the Realme X2 Pro is on the right. Remember, both of them have 4,000 milliamp batteries, so the same size battery, except one is a 65 watt charger for the Oppo Reno Ace, one is 50 watts with the Realme X2 Pro, and both of them are Super VOOC2. But we're going to check a 5 minutes, 10, 20, and of course around 30 or whenever it ends. So we're getting close to that 5 minute mark. What do we have for charge times with both devices? So we're going to check in a second. Go ahead and boom. All right, so we have the Oppo Reno Ace at 27% and the Realme X2 Pro at 22%. This is great. Think about it. In 5 minutes, you've got enough charge to actually do some stuff and use your device, which is amazing. Truly amazing. So our next checkpoint is at 10 minutes, right? Now, just imagine the future where we have devices charged this fast. I think if this technology or this idea, infiltrates other devices, it's going to be really great. So 10 minutes, we're right there, and we're going to check both devices. And let's see. So we've got 50% for the Reno Ace and 39% for the Realme X2 Pro. So the Reno Ace is ahead. Remember, it's supposed to do this in 30 minutes, while the Realme X2 Pro is supposed to do this in about 35 minutes. So that difference in wattage actually plays quite a bit there. And we're going to go ahead and check at the 20-minute mark. So we'll see where we are. So now I expect to see both devices catch up, or at least get closer in terms of percentages, once we get to that 20-minute mark. So we're at 20 minutes here, and the Reno Ace is at 86%, while the Realme X2 Pro is at 70%. So 16% difference here. It looks like the Reno Ace is creating a bigger lead, but what's interesting is where both devices are going to end. Again, both devices are turned off because that's the way it charges from 0, and they have to turn it on because one turned on or the other didn't. But you're going to see the Oppo Reno Ace really pull through much faster. It's 99% now, so which means it's going to get to 100 really soon. And as we look and wait, 100 at 28 minutes and 41 seconds for the Reno Ace. The Realme X2 Pro, 28 minutes, it's at 92%. So 28 minutes for the Oppo Reno Ace. Now, where will the Realme X2 Pro end up? It does say 35 minutes for its 0 to 100 charge. We are getting closer to that time frame, but just think about it. To me, this is really cool to see devices charge this fast. Probably the fastest ever we've seen. We're getting close to that 35 minute mark here, and we'll see where this actually ends. At 100 at 35 minutes and 17 seconds for the Realme X2 Pro. Oppo Reno Ace is 20 minutes and 41 seconds. This is truly dope. All right, so the Reno Ace won this battle really well, and powered off, it did it in 28 minutes. That is truly insane. When it was powered on, when we did the other test, it did finish in about 32 minutes. So there's a 4-minute difference when you turn on the device or you turn off the device, at least from what I got. It might differ, but 28 minutes. Whew, that's nuts. Realme X2 Pro is no slouch though. It did this in 35 minutes. So its claim of 35 minutes still stands. 35 minutes and 17 seconds. I was truly impressed with both devices, although the Oppo Reno Ace just sped through, especially just like a Gundam, just kind of just fires through and goes all the way. As I mentioned, both devices have an 855 plus processor, so you can game effectively on both devices. They run Call of Duty Mobile really well, and 90 Hz is great having that on a device like this. Now, some of you ask, what about battery damage over a long period of time? This is what I say. Because you can charge in 5 minutes, you can get either 27% or 22% on the Ace or the X2 Pro. It means that you're not going to be plugging this to charge all the time. You can run your device all the way till it drains or it gets down to about 5%, plug it in, and in 5 minutes you're getting about 20% juice in there. So this to me is probably one of the best techs in 2019. I truly like it. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Which of these two devices would you pick? Now, I know I didn't do a camera test and all that kind of stuff. That's not what this video was focused on. It's really about the charging potential and what actually brings to the table. But which of these two devices will you pick up? If you have any questions or any comments, let us know. If you want to pick them up, I'll have some links for you guys down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and always enjoy your entertainment.